Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Here we all are, back at zero for at least one day. Oh, just kidding. Looks like Ryan Collins somehow already closed a deal. Never mind, I guess. But in all seriousness, there is something to the new year. Sometimes it can be exciting, kind of like a new year, new me sort of thing. But other times it can feel like you're leaving behind all of the accomplishments that you did, and they just kind of vanish and get erased. So I thought, hey, it's the first of the year. Maybe we dip our toes into philosophy and see what happens. Sisyphus is a character from Greek mythology, best known for his curse of having to roll a boulder up a hill for all of eternity, only for it to roll back down when he reaches the top. It never ends. You may recognize Sisyphus from the classic memes such as this one, or this one, or my personal favorite, this one. The myth was, or has at least very much become, the symbol of the human struggle to find meaning in a life that can often feel repetitive and futile. And it really highlights the absurdity of the repetition of life. And that absurdity is certainly something that I feel most saliently at the first of the calendar year. There's a whole group of philosophers who dedicated their time to this idea called absurdism. And writers like Jean-Paul Sartre or Albert Camus being the most prominent, but the idea goes back to even Kierkegaard and really even as far back as the Old Testament in the Bible. In the book The Myth of Sisyphus by Albert Camus, Sisyphus becomes a sort of archetypal absurdist hero who, in fully understanding the hopelessness of his fate, acknowledges the futility but still embraces his struggle nonetheless. Camus famously concludes in his book that one must imagine Sisyphus as happy, suggesting that acceptance and conscious revolt against this absurdity grants us a sense of freedom and meaning even within the endless labor. Look, in sales, the daily grind of prospecting, pitching, and closing deals often feels like rolling a boulder up a hill, only for it to fall back down at the end of each calendar year, requiring all the effort that we did the year before to happen all over again and again and again without end. But is that actually right? Have you ever stopped to actually think about why we play games? We love games so much that we made one about life itself, where you just play out all the things you do every day. Isn't that just as absurd, if not more absurd, than anything you actually find in life itself? But here, inside this little board game, we find maybe the answer to the problem, which is that life itself is a game. Like everything in life, sales is just another of many games that we play. And those games end and new games start. And the thing that we all know, especially all you sports people out there that I just cannot understand for the life of me, is it's how you play the game that matters. One can, and maybe dare I say even should, find meaning and enjoyment in something as repetitive and seemingly meaningless as the laundry. The truth is that over the last year, I made many meaningful relationships, connections, and even friendships while pushing that boulder up the hill. And while my volume goals might reset and that grind has to continue, I'm not just at the bottom of the hill on January 1st, 2026. I've learned new things, I've met amazing people, and I played an amazing game in 2025. I'll be the first to admit that life can be completely absurd, and most of the videos I post are poking fun at that absurdity, especially in the corporate world. But my encouragement to you all as we start the new year is to embrace the absurd. Keep pushing the boulder upward, find happiness and meaning in the game of life, and push the boulder better, further, and faster than you did before. Hey, it's day one of 2026, and I, for one, am ready to get under that boulder and push it back up that hill. So, with that being said, Happy New Year from me and Sisyphus.